Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Space Haven. So here we are back at where we were trying to build the scrapyard up. I had to do was take a trip off to the mining base that's over here and get more crystal because I was running low on fuel. I'm still very low on fuel. I spent a lot of money on it and it's still not enough. But that's okay. I was getting geared up to go and do another thing out. When I got the notice here that the pirates are inbound. Now, judging from their size of their decal or their little thing here, I'm going to say that's a size 2 ship. It could be a size 1 ship because this is a size 1, this is a size 3, and this is a size 4. So it could be a size 1 or a size 2. Because it's a little longer. Well, maybe size 1. Either way, I think this time, rather than running away, we're going to actually fight them. I don't need the pirates yet as as a crew or prisoners or anything like that. But I could really use the resources of their ship to try to get a little bit more work done on this thing, because I'm very close to having this power grid up and running, but I need info blocks, a lot of info blocks actually right now, and info scrap particularly because I'm out of info scrap, and I'm not going to manufacture info blocks, although I do, I believe, have the ability to do so. Yeah, I could make info blocks if I wanted to, if I was really needing them, like desperately needing them for one of these tech or energy blocks. But honestly, yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, I have a weapon for all of my crew. Most of them are just carrying the pistols, but I do have one assault rifle and one shotgun. When I was over at the mining base for fuel, I got hit with a solar flare just after I jumped in, and it filled this ship with smoke. So that's why there's crew still running around with what do you call these things? Spacesuits on. She's in a shuttle, so that's also another reason for it. So I'm going to let these guys come in, and when they get closer, I'm going to load everybody into shuttles and get them ready to engage combat. I also finished the research on the medical beds, and I have started on researching artificial meats. I feel that getting the diet requirements done so that I can eliminate a lot of the grief that my guys are having with their food is more important than getting the leisure activities functioning, the microweaver and these two entertainment machines. These I want running for when I start actually recruiting pirates and such. I'm not going to build the hypersleep chambers. I have no interest in them. They're just, as far as I'm concerned, more or less a waste of resources. Weapons will be something I will manufacture, especially when I get a larger crew and can actually populate a ship. And the scanner is something I'm going to be building once I get to that point. The item fabricator, like I said last episode, I really don't see a need for it, except for manufacturing just a few weapons. It really doesn't serve any purpose as the game progresses. 4 hours away on our pirates. 1 hour away. Okay, slow down time to stop time. What we're going to do is we're going to draft the shuttle and Cassiopeia, who's already in it. Jeff, you're going to draft and enter that shuttle. What else we got here? Atticus and Kathleen. Atticus and Kathleen, you're both going to get drafted. And you're both going to go enter that shuttle. Dock, accept here. Ryan, you can hang off there for a second. Where is my other shuttle? There it is. Draft that shuttle. Dock it up over here. Carlos and Brandon, draft you guys. Get your butts over here. Any minute now that ship's going to pull in. Reba, I'm going to leave you here on the scrambler for now. And dock this shuttle over at the other ship. And find our last guy wherever he is. Ryan, where are you, Ryan? Okay. The pirates have arrived. This shuttle is going to go and immediately dock over here. Come on, hurry up. Ryan, you're on that shuttle. Kathleen, Atticus. Oh, no, you don't. That whole shuttle stays drafted, thank you. And that whole shuttle docks up over here. Atticus. Enter craft. How did this shuttle end up way over here already? How did your shuttle end up over here? Huh? We've all seen this ship before many times. Okay, Kathleen, you will crouch there. Cass, you will crouch there. Joff, you will go over there. Ryan, go over there. You two will crouch here. Okay, I don't think these guys have anybody on board. Decline. Okay, Ryan. Did somebody get killed? No, it's just because Ryan surrendered, that's all. Please accept a ceasefire. Neither are all prisoners and they can all go derelict. Goodbye. Sorry, gentlemen, ladies, and other slow-breathing creatures, but I need your ship and its contents more than I need you or your crew. Kathleen, I need to draft you and send you into that room. Carlos, draft you, go into that room. Atticus, draft you, go into that room. Please set the height down on the walls. Thank you. Go into that room. I believe that should be everything. You guys can undraft. Atticus, you can undraft. Brendan, go into this room, please. Carlos, you can undraft. Brendan, we can undraft you. There we go. Now the ship's identified. Transfer, select all, move all to no, ill-gotten gains. They even had a couple of guns for me. Look at that, a whole whack of shotguns. See, you don't need to. You just have to take down pirates. I'm going to move it all to ill-gotten gains. And then we're going to salvage all the soft, infra, tech, and energy scrap all over to the scrap yard. We'll leave the hull on for now, because then I can come back and strip the hull down after everything's been done and vent the ship. Lets you work in reasonably comfort. And the prisoners can stay over here. I don't really care about them. They can set fire to the ship or burn the ship down or blow themselves up or do whatever they want. Don't care. After we have pilfered and looted, I'll see about taking whatever's left of them prisoner here to the base. Now, I do... Cassiopeia, where are you, please? You're here. I do, now that I have the medical beds ordered or technology unlocked, I do want to start expanding this ship. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Activate Sketch, and I'm going to activate this hallway and get this finished. Oh, Ryan, I'm really nervous that you're in bad shape like that. Usually they will stop bleeding depending on how bad the wound is, but they will die. I have had them die in the past from these kind of wounds, but I need them to fill in this sketch a little bit so I can actually get the medical beds built. Usually if they get a chance to rest, they sleep. That helps the wounds. Yeah, he's got one that's regressing and one that is healed. And seriously fatigued. So he might be okay. Ryan, you just had a conversation with the toilet. Very weird. Well, there we have it. We've managed to actually completely loot this ship, remove all of the goods, and strip it bare. Drawback is we've run out of power. Completely, in fact. This ship here has, I've literally had to transfer all of my crew off of this ship over to ill-gotten gains. I transferred Carlos over to the scrapyard and moved the two pirate prisoners over here. The reason I moved Carlos is because he has the highest zest of everybody, which I'm guessing is your charisma. I figure somebody with high charisma can work with the two pirates. Maybe we can get them up. And in fact, he has brought them up to a fairly good height. There was 3 prisoners. Unfortunately, one died completely. These 2 just turned on him and they beat him to death. He staggered around here for a while, bled out, and died. While we were trying to get food and whatnot functional for them. They still haven't brought the stuff over here to get the toilet working for these guys, so I don't know what to do. And if they have brought it over here, they've pumped it in the wrong spot. But the problem is, this ship here, I mean, it does have, probably has fuel in the reactor. This is probably the only one with fuel in the reactor. It has 6 solar panels, which keeps the ship lit, if you will. So what I could do is hook up this, hook up these energy capacitors and actually work the ship. Now it does have fuel in these 2 hyperdrives, so it will jump. I was hoping to be able to jump this ship out and take it to an area and then continue using these 2. However, because we are completely out of fuel, I have to seriously consider moving on with just leaving 1 ship behind. I am going to take ill-gotten gains because of all the shuttles, and because the solar panels on this, I believe I've got 5 solar panels on here, 2, 4, 5 solar panels on here, which are capable of keeping this ship, big finger quotes, powered. Unfortunately, this ship has a small food, like the smallest size food production. Basically doesn't have any kind of food whatsoever, and this ship here only has a single 5-bed plant, which will do, mostly do part crew. This ship was supposed to be the one that has the primary grow areas. I was going to put a second area in strictly for growing. Probably do that. Well, I might keep the bridge down here because I don't really need much else for the bridge. I was going to move this this storage unit out and put another whatever bridge consoles in, and I needed to see what else I needed to do to put a 3rd hyperdrive in here, because I think that's all it's going to need, and probably just going to be a matter of moving all this junk over. Unfortunately, the longer I dwindle tinkering and building on this ship, for example, the more time it takes, the more fuel it requires, and the faster we run out of stuff. Cowell Patch here has nothing for fuel. They don't have fuel rods, fuel cells, crystals, nothing. The only thing they have is hyperfuel, and I'm really not in a need for that stuff. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to order Scrapyard and Ill-Gotten Gains to prepare for hyperjump. And what we'll do is we will shut off if we can. We will shut off some of the surplus power usages. Just basically start shutting down all of these manufacturing machineries until we can get moved. See if we can get enough power over here to actually fire the engines here once. As I have no fuel cells anywhere, and there's not much I can do. The thing is like you see the power does flicker on and it does charge up, so hopefully it will actually charge enough to get this whole thing going. If I have to, I'll shut down the kitchen and the bedroom over here. Okay, almost looks like we might be able to do this one. We can keep the power on. We're still waiting for shuttles to return. Come on, keep the power on. It's charging, it's trying. Oh, is it trying? Just waiting for the shuttle to return here. Come on, you can do it. Nope, almost had it. Oh, I almost had it there. Ah, nuts. No, come on. Okay, first flight has just a shuttle and a thing. It's all reclaimable. Yes, we can do the jump. Just barely, but we're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna head up here. I don't want to jump out here, but I don't have much choice. I got to see if I can trade any fuel cells. And last time I was here, they were completely used up. But there is another ship here too, so we'll see. Trade. New trade with... Don't care. You have none. Nil. What about you guys? No trades. Okay. A little bit better solar output here. We might be able to recover a little bit more. What I'm going to do is hook up this energy capacitor, and we're going to start linking this series of these things together here as well. It's not complete, but it's a start. They'll charge off the sun a little bit anyway, but this should bring this recycler online, and this recycler is ordered to do everything right now, which hopefully should be enough to get something recycled up here. Unfortunately, everybody here is wearing spacesuits for some reason again. We're out of oxygen. Darn it. Yes, because the other ship produces the water. This is the problem with trying to take apart and salvage enemy ships. If you're there long enough to salvage the ship, you run out of power. If you don't salvage the ship, or you salvage part of the ship, or you expedite the salvage on the ship, processes don't get done on your ships. So you're always trying to do that balance, and unfortunately this is probably going to end up killing me here. If I can't get water on this ship, on this thing. Do I have any water? Ill-gotten gains. You have water. You've got 19. Is it just because you've got no power? Is that all it is? Again, I don't know any way to actually get this shield jammer to not go. I don't want it working. I don't need it working. But you can't cancel the jobs. You can't cancel the thing. You're kind of stuck with it going no matter what you do. And Carlos loves to play on it. He'll just sit here for hours. There we go. At long last, the prisoners finally have a functioning toilet. That might just help cheer them up a little bit. I don't know. Okay, I've transferred everyone over to the scrapyard. I've ordered basically everything on ill-gotten gains that I can transfer over here money-wise. I'm going to order to transfer over. Basically, I want to be able to just sell whatever I can off of this ship. So we'll see if we can get these guys to transfer this stuff over before everything goes to pieces here. Carlos, I'm going to shoot you, Carlos. trying to get the oxygen to recover over here. Unfortunately, when I had the entire crew working in this one little confined space, they were going through oxygen faster than the oxygen generator to produce it, because the power is so low and is fluctuating. And without being able to get these idiots to stop running the targeting jammer, there's not much I can do about it, because as soon as they jump on this thing, they completely drain the batteries. And it's like, no, I don't need the targeting jammer functioning. I need you to do other things. But you can't shut this off. It's like, this is completely irrelevant right now. Targeting jammer does not help. Doesn't make sense. Anyhow, we'll see if we can get these guys transferred off of here. I have to find fuel. And the only ship that can actually still fly and maintain any form of life support is this one. Unfortunately, I don't have food enough to feed this number of crew and people. The one thing might work. I don't know if the crew will take from the algae dispenser as well. If not, well, the prisoners will get algae dispenser and the crew will get kitchens. Actually, that's exactly what's going to happen right now. Disconnect the, oops, prisoner, clear prisoner. Well, you know what? I got one functioning kitchen. You know, let's just turn this logistics off on this kitchen. Turn the power off on it too. You guys can have slime for a while there, prisoners, because my crew need the food. I don't know why it just says can only be used by. Instead, it's like, if I can use, everybody can use it, then everybody should be able to use it. I know how to do it. There. No shield. Nobody works shields. Nobody. Logistics. Highest priority for everybody. Keeping her on this one ship here, I've managed to get enough energy charged up now to do a jump. Keeping them off the shield is helping. Maybe what we'll do is, since Reba is here, we will reassign Reba back to ill-gotten gains. And I think Reba has priorities. Reba has navigation skill, yes. I don't care if it's priority lowest, it's better than nothing. Okay, so there we go. That gets those two ships occupied. Everybody's on this one. It's not beautiful and it's crowded and cramped, but it's functional. Hopefully we can jump out. There we go, and go. Of course, I could come to this sector, which is unexplored. Which I think maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll go to the unexplored area. Let's drop here, see if we can talk to whoever these guys are. I'll turn this off and we will trade with MFS Destiny. New trade, tell me you've got something I can use. 12 fuel cells. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. We are going to take them all. And you know what? The pirates were nice enough to give us a bunch of spare guns. And we got a couple of these things left. There's one trade. We're going to do another one. Same deal. We will take all your energy. Anything else you got here that I'm interested in? We'll take that Hyperium crystal because we can. I kind of want to grab that water as well, but I got 2 missiles left. I don't want to get rid of all of those shotguns. I'd rather not have sold all of those ones, but you know what? I need the credits more than I need the shotguns, and I need the fuel more than I need the shotguns. So there we go. That should be a fairly good trade. We'll let those 2 go down, and that should allow us to get fuel and energy back to our ships, and hopefully we can get the whole fleet back together and powered with that. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, now we can do is transfer a couple of these over to the ill-gotten gains, and that'll get the power back on there. I've moved a few crew members back over to ill-gotten gains, just randomly grabbed 3 or 4 people, sent them over here to try to alleviate the stress on the oxygen producers over here, because we are seriously struggling to keep air in this room with everybody in there. As soon as this last trade goes down, or as soon as this transfer goes down, we're going to see if we can move back. Because now they should be putting power cell back into this thing, so it should be generating energy now. And jump, away we go. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Go back down. A lot of running around for a little bit of production here. Okay, over here and deploy. Now what we'll do is we will reclaim that ship. Transfer from here. No, not to ill-gotten gains. To first flight. There we go. Give them some power cell or fuel rods, whatever they're called. And then we will take the crew and we will reassign some crew members here. So let's organize this here. First, Atticus, you were one of my combat crew. Cassiopeia, Kathleen, your combat crew. Jeff is combat crew. Ryan, I want you over there. Arabia, you can stay on ill-gotten gains. Carlos, I want you, and Brendan, I want you on ill-gotten gains. And then that derelict ship, I believe, is finished, so that can get turned off, expedited. See if they can get this ship powered back up, as it is still sitting here with some... It's basically sitting here with the energy from sitting in the solar and nothing more. As you can see, it's frozen, everything's frozen down. Now, of course, once we get the prisoner containment area on this ship finished and functional, after that, I won't really care. If I take prisoners or refugees on again, they will have a very allocated spot for their business. Basically, in a section of this hallway will be a bunch of beds and whatever where they can sleep. Probably a couple of crew quarters like this. That'll be side by each along here where they can sleep in. Here's a medical facility that we're putting in. I'm going to have 2 of these beds assigned for prisoners and refugees. the rest of this is for staff and crew. There'll be a couple of these feeding stations set up for prisoners and refugees as well. And then we can work on improving the second garden facility and possibly additional solar panels in there as well to try and keep additional power online. But that, I think, is going to do it. We've managed to get the power back on, the grid's back up, everything is returning back to normal. And that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you're enjoying Space Haven. Thanks all for watching, kids, and I'll see you on the next episode. Good night for now.